at the back of the houses, at the back of where my family lives, we're walking along a beach track, and this track we call Auntie Queenie's track. Now, Auntie Queenie was perhaps one of the most expert fisherwomen in my family, and I have very strong memories of her. I'm Daniel Browning from ABCRN, the producer and presenter of Away, Indigenous Art and Culture. And welcome to my place. So Fingal is an Aboriginal community, and it's on a sand peninsula between the Tweed River and the Pacific Ocean. So it's battered from both sides. The Aboriginal name for this place is Buning Bar or Pooning Bar. The Buning in Bunjalung is the echidna. This is the place of the giant echidna. Pooning Bar means place of the Buning. I think it's important to say that when you say you're from a place and you feel a sense of belonging, it doesn't mean that other people don't also identify with that place. So for me, place and belonging is as much about people as it is about the land itself.
I'm Daniel's grandmother. I came here to live in 1945. My husband was Daniel's grandfather, and he was a fisherman. So that's why I came to Fingal to live in 1945. When my husband brought me here, when he got out of the army, we were going to live firstly in an army tent in the bush at the back of his mother and father's place. But because I had a 7-month-old baby, they wouldn't hear of it. So they just gave up their bed and said, you stay with us until you get your own place. So then that was his mother, and then the next door was his aunties, and the next door to that was his uncle, so that in those days you never had to worry about your children not eating, because every time you looked for them when it was lunchtime or breakfast time, they were over at the aunties at the table eating. And that's the way it was with our family. Everybody provided for one another. Nobody went without anything. When I first came here, Noel's grandmother was still alive, Grandma Browning. She was a full-blooded Aboriginal lady. She used to go down the wall. She used to go fishing. And she'd have 2 fishing lines fixed to her big toes and 2 fishing lines in her hands, and she'd be pulling in fish 3 and 4 at a time. And yes, she was a wonderful old lady. Yes, but always a very happy family, and this is where I learned to love and care for other people and know what life was all about. Living and sharing, it was wonderful.
This is Fingal Beach, and this place is really special to me because it's where I learned to swim. Fingal is a sand peninsula between the river and the sea, so you've got to know how to swim. I remember coming down here as a kid. You know, it's heartbreaking to see the erosion here caused by the sand mining and the king tides. We want you to share your story of place, your sense of belonging, your identity, your culture, wherever it is. Let us know about it by heading along to the RN website, abc.net.au/RN.